now. Other than my skill issues. Right, so because of the crash, I have lost a bit of progress. So I'm going to have to dig up this dirt again. Right, while I'm here, let's change the difficulty quickly. There we go. What do you mean?
Like your gameplay on stream, it's very jumpy.
Are you sure that's not just you? Because I'm looking at it now and it's fine. Okay, it looks fine to me, right now. Right, let's try this again. I do hope everyone's back that was lurking. Do remember though, guys, it is a new stream because I had that crash, so do remember to like. It does help out a lot. Right, there we go. Spawn set. Now, hopefully, I have enough blocks. Yes. Almost there. Right, now where did I die? I know it's somewhere... It was somewhere near the dragon. Like the centre circle of the dragon. There he is. There we go, that's all my stuff. I do believe I haven't lost anything important. Bloody hell, you loud bugger. Mate, let me organise my inventory and stop flying around my head, you little bleeder. Right, mister, me and you are going to have a word. Who do you think you am one-shotting me? Hey? Oh, they got rid of the thing where you deal double the damage from hitting his neck, I think. Have they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have. Oh, that's unfortunate. Come on, back to the centre circle. We're having a fight here. I am kind of cheating a bit here, but you know. It is very legal cheating, as it doesn't affect achievements. Man, I cannot see a thing. Get back over here, you big dragony thing. Oh, okay, you don't need to shout at me like that, you bloody dragon. Come on! There we go. Totally legit. Killed the Ender Dragon. Didn't die once. Yeah. Oh, why am I being damaged by that now? What?
It only damages if you go, like, right between it. You can't say we don't treat it.
Hey.
Maybe half the levels you get from it.
What?
Did you used to get like 60 odd levels from it?
I do believe some of them fell through into the overworld, and that's why. So they're going to be like at the world spawn point, the XPs. I do apologise. I'm on stream. Right, off we go. My totally legit journey in the end.
I apologise for thinking. Smudge won't let her get near.
Well, Tink doesn't eat kebab meat, does she?
No, so Smudge has got to like 2 hours kebab meat meal to himself.
Right.
When the cat grows up tomorrow, we know which one it is.
And trapdoor. Hey. Right. I don't know why I love doing that recently. I love rolling my R's. Don't ask me why, I couldn't tell you. It's something I do. I should probably set it up, to be honest. There we go. You know what? I feel like I deserve a slice of pizza for that. You know, my totally legit Ender Dragon killing. Just so anyone knows who is in the stream, I am going to be muting while I eat, because don't particularly think people want to be hearing me eat. You know, it's not a fucking ASMR stream. Right, there we go. I'm back from eating. Although I got food stuck in between my teeth now, which is really annoying. I absolutely hate it. I do whenever I get food stuck between my teeth. It's like really irritating. Any entities? No. N cities for the shitties? You know, for anyone who actually is playing Minecraft properly, unlike me right now, if you're ever actually in the end, with all the Endermen around, and you don't have like a pumpkin on your head, just go in third person and look down. It's like there's actually no chance that you can look at an Enderman and you can see like a lot clearer around you. You know, it's a little top tip there. Yeah, when I was actually a good Minecraft player, I used to do this a lot. If you watch some of my older streams, which are unlisted, there's a playlist there is uh, of my old streams. The reason why, by the way, if anyone's wondering, I did that is because like I don't believe that those streams from back then reflect what I want to be showing to people. So like, I only really want people to be seeing those videos if like they choose to, and not because they get recommended it. But I want that to be recommended, and then someone comes to my stream expecting that type of content, and it's completely different. Yeah, because back then I used to play with viewers and stuff like that. So someone's gonna get recommended that at some point, and then they're gonna go, "Oh, this guy still streams. He plays with viewers. Oh no, he doesn't. I'm not gonna watch him anymore." Like, you know, I'd rather them if they get recommended my content. I'd rather it be something that's current and something that I actually currently do, and not something that I used to do. Hey, oh, and an elytra. And an airship in with the elytra in. Let's go. Ah. Now, there's an issue. I might run out of blocks just before I get there. Which, if I do, I am going to be literally pooing myself. There is going to be many things coming out of me. It's not your bloody chair. I went to collect it myself. I had to carry it halfway around the area just to get it back to this house. You try a 2-minute walk while carrying around a bloody massive chair. Mate, you can't even pick it up. What, are you telling me you can pick up this chair, which is heavier than a box of cat litter, which you can't pick up? So you can't pick up a box of cat litter, which is light, but you can pick up a chair, which is heavy. Well, you didn't pick it up, you wheeled it. I believe I might just about have enough blocks. Yeah, I'm gonna just about have enough blocks to get here, but it's what's it called? Getting up to the airship, which is gonna be the issue. I'd say when you're in peaceful, shulkers don't attack you. Call me boring all you want. I bloody got killed. And anyway, I've still got challenge. I can still get achievements from this. So yeah, it's because I'm not good at Minecraft anymore. Are you sure it's not just your phone? Because like whenever I watch it, it's perfectly fine. I've got it up on my phone. It's perfectly fine. Oh, you can still teleport, can't you? You little thing. Yes, I am trying to be polite so that if any parents are watching with their children, they don't immediately beat up their child because they're watching swearing. Right, now would be a good time to start collecting some blocks, I guess. And hopefully not die while I'm at it. Alright, let's get my chat up. Because I just had it closed, because Charles was complaining about freezing, but I'm not seeing any. Huh? He would have a lot more, my channel would. Like, total views if I unlisted those videos. I would probably be at about 10,000, I think, if I unlisted my old videos. Well, not video streams. Probably more, actually, because I did have that one stream which was popular. The once. Not about that one, Joe. No, I had a stream the once ages ago, which had like, I think it was 1,700, I think it was. So I was streaming myself doing one of the Fortnite Cash Cups ages ago. Efficiency 3 pickaxe. That can get rid of my old one. Oh, you know what? Just because it's got cursor binding on, I'm not going to do anything with it. Protection? Hey! There we go. That's more like it. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey.
I like how you know what I was referencing. We share a single brain cell.
Right, where is... Airship? Airship! Oh, ship. Oh, no. Oh, not ship. Hello, Shulker. Would you like to die? Thank you very much. Hey! No, John, not again. 3 emeralds and some diamonds? I'll take it. That will go towards the enchantment table fund. The enchantment table fund. Been supporting charities since never. No, we've never been supporting charities. We've been supporting our self-interest. Which is why you send us our money. Sorry, your money. Why is that how we're going to convince people to donate in the future? We tell them that their cats are going to starve if they don't.
Yeah, but just get Tink walk across the room. Just whisper to a chicken nuggets.
Hey, water. Oh no, that's actually nowhere near. Okay, wait. If I go above it and then drop the water down. Nearly? I believe that's on it. I don't want to drop too quick. There we go. Oh yeah, I don't have a sword anymore, do I? How does he always manage to do that, Joel?
What? The bully?
Yes.
Accidentally press L.
Why am I only getting gold right now? Have they dropped the rate at which weapons loot at and armor?
No, you just found the shit up.
There we go. And a lighter. Yee-hee! I'm gonna keep that just because it's prop 4. You know, I might need the blocks. I'm gonna keep that. Raw stuff, that can go. I need you. Not so much that. I won't need a boat. For God's sake. Get out of my inventory.
Why not take the potions?
I don't care too much for the potions, Char. Right, do I try and find another one? You know, yeah, I can just glide about.
Until you electric break.
But until my elytra breaks, yes. You know, I actually used to be really good at this, like gliding about. I used to be able to go, I think it was like 2,000 blocks on a single firework. And I used to be really efficient with it. Actually, why haven't I got an achievement for an elytra? I should have got an achievement for that.
No,
I got an achievement for going to the end, but I didn't get one for getting an elytra.
the elytra anymore.
Do you not?
No.
Why? That is sad.
I'm gonna restart YouTube.
I was about to say, it's perfectly fine on my end, Char. Like, I've been watching it the whole time. Like, keep looking every now and then. It hasn't stuttered or anything.
I mean, the fans do sound like they're about to.
Well, you do have your fans currently pointing into a duvet, which isn't going to do it any good. You know, you're blowing hot air into a heat-absorbent duvet. Cappies can fly!
And it's no longer Cappy on ice, it's Cappy in the sky now. Come fly with Cappy.
This is your pilot speaking. Welcome to Capybara Airlines. Next stop, Capybara Town.
All you need to do is come to our fucking house, you'll fucking have an easy.
Oh shit, I never muted that, did I? To blow some air underneath, but... Excuse me, Tink. What do you think you're doing? Bloody jumping on the back of my chair, you little menace.
I think I killed Smudge.
Where is he? Is he full?
I killed him.
Nah, he'll just be full. You know what? I've got an elytra. I'm gonna go back home, and with an elytra now, I can make myself a little creeper farm, get myself some gunpowder. Oh, can't stop burping. Yeah, what was I saying? Make myself a little gunpowder farm, creeper farm, gunpowder farm, whatever you want to call it, and then when I've gotten the fireworks and breaking on my elytra, I can come back, get myself some good gear and whatnot, and then we're just vibing. I can't lie, I thought for a second I undershot that. Damn, imagine I did all this work only to like kill myself on the journey back, which is the easiest part.
Or you stumble across another one while you're travelling. Right, go on, down.
You know, I remember when I actually used to be good at this game. I mean, I suppose this is what for like. When was the last time I played Minecraft? Like
2 years.
properly, 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
2023.
Yeah, he's like 23, 22 when I last properly played Minecraft. So, like, you know.
Oh, I was 22.
Yeah, I suppose that is what 3 years of Minecraft does to a man. You know, makes me have the most amount of skill issues of my lifetime.
You're a man.
Well, last time I checked, it was yeah. I can double check if you like.
No, no need. I'm adding comedy to your stream. Stayed quiet for more than 4 hours and good.
Oh, I'm gonna need to set myself up a sugarcane farm as well, aren't I? See, this is what I mean. I go to the end, get myself an elytra and some shulkers, and then that's when I start making farms. Like, what time? How far through the stream are we? So 25 minutes. The last stream was 4 hours and 30 minutes, wasn't it?
You started streaming bang on 2 o'clock.
What time's it right now?
Half minute. It's been streaming for 4.5 hours.
So yeah, I'm still actually on schedule despite all of the you know, deaths I've been having. I'm still actually on the schedule which I set out for myself at the start of the stream.
2 to a with the skeleton. Or 3.
You know, I am very glad that there isn't a death counter.
I need to add one for you.
Oh, okay, it did go choppy then. It did. That was just because the game was loading.
Won't you spawn in the end?
Doop. Hey, that is the first time I've had that happen to me. That just landed straight into the thing. Yes, the thing. Right, back home. Yes, credits. Thank you very much. Right. You get the thing for killing the Ender Dragon after you leave the end, not when you actually kill it. Okay.
Don't they have one for when you reborn the dragon as well?
I think you might. Yeah, get one for reviving the Ender Dragon. Yeah.
I feel bad to revive it just to kill it again.
No, it's actually how you get. You know the things around the island which take you to the end islands. But say you get a new one of them every time you kill the Ender Dragon again. And you can get a full ring of them if you kill the Ender Dragon 12 times, I think it is. Don't mind me, villagers. I'm just breaking underneath you. Well, oh, for God's sake, who are you? You best have some good stuff. Since when could you give me an enchanted pickaxe? And I can trade buckets with you for 2 emeralds. What? Since when was you somewhat useful?
Buy the petals.
Hang on, this is actually really useful for people who play super flat and all that, because they can get emeralds early on.
Yeah. Buy the petals.
You are actually... If I wasn't playing a normal world, you would actually be the most useful thing ever. Like, I can get enchanted iron tools from you. That is actually really good. But the only issue is, I'm not on a super flat world, so, you know what that means, don't you? Now, don't try and run away!
I don't like the fact of you can't customise your super flat worlds on PlayStation anymore.
Right, let's sleep for the night.
You used to be able to do it on the old version of Minecraft.
I believe that was a Java only thing, Joe. Oh wait, no, I know what you're on about. Yeah.
Xbox 360.
Yeah, that was a PS3 thing, that one was. PS3, Xbox 360. I'd say, I know on Java Edition you can actually fully customize your super flat world.
Yeah, on PlayStation, on Xbox 360, I used to make diamond layer, a gold layer. You could also make it all air and water as well.
You did used to be able to make a world where it's just like a load of mine shafts naturally generated above ground. And so I used to do that a lot on the pirated version of Minecraft when I was younger.
Is that a pirated version?
Yeah, I used to have this like launcher for like, a pirated version of Minecraft, and I used to be able to go up to 1.8 at the time, which was the one where they added in acacia wood. But because of how bad my laptop was, I wasn't able to actually load into proper worlds. So I had to load up super flat worlds instead, and then give myself some saplings so I could have trees. And then that used to be how I played Minecraft when I was like really young. I'll say really young because I was like, how? When was acacia wood added in child? Which year? Just search it up real quick for me. 2013, acacia wood was added in.
2013, 2014, yeah, 2013.
Yeah, so
You would have been 9.
yeah, when I was 9 years old is when I was pirating Minecraft on my shitty little Acer laptop. I don't actually remember what happened to it. I believe. Oh wait, no. I remember what happened to it actually. My younger sister was jumping about next to me while I was playing on it, and she literally slammed it to the ground and smashed the screen.
Oh, is this a different one?
Yeah, because it was in 2015 that I got the one that you're thinking of.
And that went down on you as well.
And so that one actually lasted me a long time until 2023 before it gave up on life. So that one lasted me a good 8 years.
Until 2022.
My charging wire as well, which I got with it, that lasted me a similar amount of time, yeah.
And look at Cappy's now, we're on to deteriorate. Gotta start taking your capybaras like you did your laptop.
Well, I'm very good at taking care of electronics. So I'm very good at taking care of electronics, Sam.
What about Cappy's?
I mean, this controller here has lasted me, 2 years? Before it started having any sort of issues.
You're avoiding the question.
What?
What about Cappy's?
Well, it's not my fault they were born with defects.
Clearly one of them's next to a fucking bin, and one of them's high off the fucking kite, or a curtain.
That's because you threw him there.
I didn't.
You threw him.
Smudge dragged him.
We're going to pick him up then. If you're such a good capybara owner, go pick him up.
I don't know.
Exactly.
You told me never to touch him. Well, you can't be looking at my food. You've still got to hold on after that one as well.
Ah! I wasn't looking at my screen and then just start suffocating. No, not again. Oh, for God's sake, I can't go anywhere. I'm literally stuck going in circles. There we go. You know, to think I'm having this many issues controlling a boat in Minecraft when I used to be in the top, I think it was top 200 players on Formula 1. And now here I am struggling to control a boat on Minecraft. Where the f am I even going? I'm nowhere near where I'm actually supposed to be going. Did I? Please say I've saved the coordinates this time. 778 minus 429. Oh, I'm actually close. I need to go this way. No, not this way. No. No, control the bloody boat, man! Oh, I'm going on foot. I've had enough of the boat. Right. This way. How on earth did I used to be good at this game? I don't know. You know, I used to be able to do a series on this game where I literally did not die once for over 6 months of gameplay on the entire world. Even when I had other people on the world, I never died once. And yet here I am now, dying completely on my own. And unable to control a flipping boat. I'm also not able to control where the bloody hell I'm going, because I'm not able to read coordinates, apparently. Hello, polar bear. Goodbye, polar bear. Did I read the coordinates wrong? What? 778-429. Oh, I'm at the complete opposite coordinates. There we go. I do believe I can actually see where I'm supposed to be going now. Yes, I can. There is the half-destroyed house. That means I'm home.
That means I'm home.
You know, capybaras, they are distant relatives to beavers. So, you know, I am just using the capybara's ancestors, well, not ancestors, cousins' genes. You know, capybaras have the ability to build dams, but because they're not beavers, they can't.
I'm watching a fish doorbell. Beef.
What?
There's a website on Google that lets you watch a fish doorbell.
Fish.
Yeah. You press the doorbell if you see a fish.
Right. What am I doing? Shulkers. I'm sorry to say, sirs, but I'm kind of gonna need to destroy more of your houses. I don't care if you want to protest. I am going to destroy more of your houses. This is not a democracy here.
Yeah, that's what the captain is.
You know, technically, Minecraft teaches communism. I have just started a whole new wave of conspiracy theorists saying that Minecraft is communism propaganda. You know, because you've got these people who you take control of their lives. You control their food. You know, you tell them what jobs they have, and they have no say in the matter. They don't pay taxes, but they do have to provide to the state. You know, farmers, they have to provide to the state. So, you know, Minecraft is technically communism propaganda. hell have you just ran over and started picking up the things that I just put on the ground? What are you gonna do with some bricks and some cobblestone? Hey? You don't even have a job. You're a nitwit. You don't even have a job.
Are you in it? In the nicest way possible.
Okay, Chop.
Made me realise.
I feel targeted there. That one was too close. Can I put a bed in the bundle? No. Oh, does it have to be stackable items? Yes, it does. Oh, that's a shame. I mean, I suppose I can just put anything in there that's, like, stackable that I don't want to have in a chest. Like, this is like a single item. Like, anything that I only have a few of. Like, can I put a saddle in there? No. My sugar shells I'll keep in there. Because I want to have quick access to them. You know what? Screw all the people that said these bundles aren't useful. They are really useful. Like, when you have items like this, which are like, you know, really divided and not in proper stacks, you can just shove them all in here and then you've got a lot more inventory space. But look, all this should be taking up like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 19 slots of inventory space, but instead it's taken up 1. It's like, you know, I would call that a really good addition. You could even argue that that's overpowered. Right, so, what's the plan now? I'm gonna go find somewhere proper to build at. And then, once I have found somewhere proper to build at, we're gonna be sorting out some farms. So, the first thing I'm gonna need to sort out is a sugarcane farm. At some point, I'm gonna need to find some bamboo, and then sort out, you know, a good bamboo farm to get myself some wood automatically, because that is something that's very important. You know, the constant supply of wood from a bamboo farm just saves you so much time. Like, I can just auto-craft a load of chests without even needing to mine a single piece of wood. Yeah, that's one thing I've actually noticed with Minecraft. Like, in the past 3 years, they've less focused on, like, meaningful additions, and they've more focused on the quality of life in the game. It's like, you know, we haven't had any major updates which have, like, completely revolutionized the game, but we've had plenty of, like, little additions here and there which completely change things and the way the game's played. Well, you got a good night, try. You literally, like, you're going to sleep for a bit, are you? You know, I actually love this. This is actually really good. Like, look at that. This should be taken up, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This should be taking up 47 slots of inventory space, but it's only taking up 1. Like, I have saved 46 slots of inventory space in my shulkers. Like, if you can't call that overpowered, I don't know what is. You know, sure, I can't carry a lot of stuff with it, but I can carry enough for it to be useful. You know, it's very good for those little items which you won't have a lot of, but are gonna take up inventory space. Right, how much sugarcane do I actually have? Wait, where did I put my sugarcane? Oh, I put it in the bundle, didn't I? See, this is where it does become an issue. Getting single items out of the bundle. I feel like maybe when you've got things in a bundle, you should be able to like left click or right click, and then like a menu pops up and you can select single items out of it. Well, I guess we will sort that out when we get to a new location. So the type of location we're looking for here is obviously a plains biome, maybe even a jungle, and I'm going to need to have a village somewhat close by so that I can, you know, get myself a village trading hall going. Because I'm going to need to get myself unbreaking and mended on my elytra here. For anyone wondering, yes, I have put it on peaceful mode. Just while I'm moving about, I've left it on. Once I actually get myself over to a location where I want to build, I'll put mobs back on. Tell you one thing though, this biome here, this tundra is absolutely massive. I don't think I've ever seen a tundra biome this huge before. You know, I honestly think anyone in their right mind, which clearly isn't me, because, you know, I'm still playing on this world, would have quit playing this world as soon as I saw the spawn point. But honestly, I feel like because I've stayed on this world and, like, stuck with, you know, the terrible spawn, I actually kind of think it's actually nice. But, you know, where it lacks survivability, it more than makes up for with, like, how nice it actually looks. Right, I should be able to use this sugarcane here to give myself some fireworks. Which, hopefully, I've got plenty of elytra life. That should hopefully give me enough flight time to get out of this biome. You know, because that's all I want to do right now. Is get out of this biome, find somewhere good. Where have I put my wood? Paper. Fireworks. Hehe. You know, I now understand why villagers make the noises they do. Hehe. Haha. Oh my god, it just keeps going. When does this biome end? Oh my god. I mean, I'll take a bit more sugarcane. Any sugarcane we can get is very helpful later on. Oh, look, another village. Alright, we're gonna move more this way, just so we don't end up in, like, the 10,000s. Because, like, once you start getting further out on the Bedrock Edition, the game starts to become a bit unplayable. You know, it starts getting a bit choppy. Speaking of which, in case anyone's wondering why, like, I do slightly move to the left, it's because I've got some dirt underneath my right stick, which is, like, making the sensor think I'm moving left when I'm not. Which is pretty frustrating, but, you know. It's easily solvable, I just can't be bothered to solve it right now. So I'm just living with it at the moment. Oh my god, finally a different biome. The only issue is now it's a taiga forest instead of a tundra forest. So I have literally got the exact same biome, but just without the snow. What do you call this biome? Is it? It's a redwoods forest, isn't it? Because like these are like redwood trees, or at least that's what they're based off of. Hey, finally! I never thought I'd see an oak tree in my life. And rose bushes! Oh my god. Tell you one thing, actually. I'm going to quickly go back for those rose bushes, because I actually really like to use them in some of my builds. As anyone that's ever seen some of my older builds know that I love to use different flowers and stuff like that, because they like add in an extra bit of diversity to like what you're looking at. So like it kind of makes your builds look better without actually doing anything to make it look different. Oh, and there's another village. Okay. This might be the place where we settle. Oh, an acacia biome as well. Like that is. Oh, we got a horn. It's the pillager horn. Hello, Mr. Iron Golem. Don't mind me, I am just going to quickly take you out for your iron. You know, I might be worse than pillagers. At least the pillagers, you know, kept him alive. I just come over here and killed him. You know, they at least held him hostage and so that the villagers had hope. I just straight up killed him so that the villagers haven't got any hope. That has turned very dark. Right, let's put on the difficulty again. Now that I've actually got somewhere that I want to build. Yeah, that was literally just the are we the baddies moment right there. Ah, look at you working hard for the state. Working hard on the farm. Hello, blacksmith. Anything good? I will take the saplings. You can keep your pickaxes. Okay. I actually need leather for later on. I know you can just like make a librarian and then buy his bookshelves, but early on that's not really an option. Sometimes you make do with what you have. Right, where do I want to build here? I mean, I could build... Do I want to build in the village? I mean, I could. Nah, actually, I feel like that'd be too much like last time I used to stream. Because last time I used to stream, I built in a village, and then, I kind of used it to... kind of show... Like, oh, I'm upgrading this village, making it look better than the default game originally does. And that was kind of like the selling point in the stream to people who would be new. But I feel like that would be like too much the same. And like, I don't want to just copy what I did last time. It's like maybe that island over there actually. Like, there's a little island over here. Yeah, this little island here. I'm gonna build here. This actually looks like a really good spot. Yeah, this is a really good spot actually. Like, it's mostly flat and there's not much on it, so like I don't need to do any work to give myself some playing room. Alright, I actually really like this. First thing first, kill the locals. In true British fashion, I have shown up and I have claimed this land in the name of Her Majesty the Queen. Well, it's no longer Her Majesty the Queen, it's His Majesty the King, but, that is what they used to say in Victorian times, because it was Queen Victoria. But still, my point stands. True British nature, kick it in. Do I make a little... I'm thinking, should I make, like... Oh! There's another village over there. I'm trying to think what I can do here, and, like, I'm getting ideas, but I'm not sure on how to execute it. Like, I kind of want to do, like... a little town that's, like, out here. It's gonna have... like a little industrial zone, like, out here. Where, like, it's gonna have... mines and stuff like that out here, so like people will be working at them. Then obviously like over here you're gonna have like the housing area. I'm kind of imagining like in the Hunger Games District 12 where it's got like an illegal market area, which is kind of overlooked by the officials. Oh, I've actually got some. Okay, I'm gonna need to plan here at some point, but that's gonna be something for off stream, so that you don't have to go through the boring stuff on stream. For now, I'm just going to set up the farms for now. So, first things first, we're going to need to set up a sugarcane farm. I actually like the fact that I've got the two villages as well, like right here, because that's going to make things 10 times easier for getting in the villager trading hall. Oh, and the villager trading hall can be the illegal trading market, like where. Okay, I'm coming up with too many ideas right now. I'm coming up with too many ideas, and my brain is not going to fully remember it all, and it's going to frustrate me. Because I'm going to end up missing out parts where it's going to end up looking bland because of it, like something's missing, and then it's going to frustrate me. So I'm going to try and leave the ideas for future me and not right now. Right, what was I doing again? Sugarcane farm. Right. Where do I want to do it? I suppose I can do the sugarcane farm like along here, and then build like several layers to it. Yeah, okay. Okay, I've got an idea in my head on how I want to do this. 5, 6, and then let's get some water, and we're gonna have like water lines going down here. Yeah, we're gonna do start in here. Start off with the infinite water source, obviously. Okay, I'm gonna need to get myself a shovel. I'm gonna make myself a diamond shovel eventually, so I'm just gonna make one now. Wear it down and then save it for enchanting, so that I can combine it later. Hello, Mr. Pillager. Stay over there, please. Oh, I've just had another good idea in my head as well. There's a way, if you let a pillager just shoot at you for ages, like long enough, his bow will run out of durability, and so he will essentially just become like, like a weaponless pillager. And then I can use him as one of the guards. Like, so he's just like kind of sitting there, like looking over. It's like tormenting the villagers. Is that what I'm going for here? Like a Hunger Games vibe? Because like that seems to be the ideas I'm having here. Yeah, if I'm gonna go for a Hunger Games vibe, I'm gonna have to. When I'm planning this out, I'm gonna be looking at some of the districts' descriptions and stuff like that to see what I kind of want to do. Right, and then I'm gonna have a sugarcane line through here, and then another sugarcane line next to it. Yeah, it's kind of nice that I'm actually getting towards the part of Minecraft that I actually enjoy. The building and setting up farms. I feel like that's one thing that always put me off Minecraft, like the early phases, where you're like going through getting your gear and stuff like that. Which obviously, it has to be a thing, otherwise, it'll just be a purely creative game. Which kind of takes out the survival aspect. Where did I put my bed? I should have one in here. Sleep! Come on. Thank you. You know, I need to stop coming up with ideas in my head, because, like... I always seem to do this when I play Minecraft. Like, I start getting ideas in my head, and then I always end up forgetting the ideas, because, you know, that's just the way my brain is. And then, because I forget the ideas, I start thinking, like, oh, that doesn't look right, that looks bland. And the whole reason why it looks bland is because I forgot that one idea that I was thinking of. So where's everyone in the chat doing anyway? I'm personally doing alright. We're currently, I think it's 1 hour now away from the end of the stream. But, you know, for a first proper stream back in ages, I'd say it's been alright. You know, it's been pretty decent to stream. You know, it's not quite the continuous 10 plus viewers which I used to have way back in, you know, 2020, 2021. But you know, I gotta work back up to that. Wait, can't you use bone meal on sugarcane in Bedrock Edition? Pretty sure you can. Yes! Thought you could. But say, you can do it on Bedrock Edition, but it's not something you can do in Java. Which, you know, for whatever reason is just a thing. I don't understand why they do that, where it's like, oh, this is a Bedrock Edition only feature, and this is a Java only edition feature. Like, why? Just make it a feature for everyone. You know, it's supposed to be Minecraft, not bloody... Yeah, Minecraft's supposed to be a game where everyone can do the same thing and anyone can have the same creativity that they want to have. But instead, it's kind of like split between these two versions, which is just kind of dumb in my opinion. You know, it should just be like one single edition of Minecraft that everyone can play together on, not just you know, two separate versions. Right, that is. Oh, I've got more bone meal here. How did I manage to split up my bones like that? Suppose it'd be something that I would have done when I was killing skeletons or something. Okay, so sugarcane here, and then we're going to have a line of rails underneath, which are going to deposit the sugarcane over here. Do I want this constantly active? No. No, I don't. I mean, I could set up some sort of mechanism which is like the minecarts only work whenever the pistons activate. So, like, you know, this whole line of pistons are attached to a single section, which like sends off the signal for all of them to activate, and then at the same time when that activates, it sends out the minecarts. But I kind of feel like that'll be a bit bulky of a redstone line, because, like, you know, I'll need to have all the redstone extenders going across here. So I need to have like a button here, redstone line, and then it going out here, redstone line, and then yeah, all that attaching to each other, making sure that it doesn't double attach anywhere, so that it's not infinitely powered. Yeah, that'd be a bit of a pain. Well, I do suppose that is something I am leaving for future me, which I'm definitely going to enjoy making. Uh, oh, iron farm. That is actually something I can do right now. But will. Oh, actually, can I do that right now? I'm gonna need like 10 beds, and then. Oh, that is. Okay, maybe not right now. I suppose I can market areas. Flatten this out a bit. Do a bit of terraforming to make life easier for myself later. Uh, don't really have much dirt, so that's going to be a bit of a pain. In case any the people watching, in case any of you can't really tell, I am because it's coming towards the end of the stream. I don't want to commit to anything too big just yet, but I also do want to get some progress done. That's why I am kind of seeming a bit. What's the word I'm after here? Like apprehensive to do anything. Is that the right word? A bit scared to do anything? I don't really know what I'm trying to say here. Like I don't want to do starting on a project and then it hits 8 o'clock and I'm like halfway through it. And because of that, I end up having to end the stream like halfway through a build, which is both frustrating for me and for the viewers. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick into simple things right now. Yeah, some things that I can do really quickly that won't take me a long time. It's like, if I was to start on a build, you know, that would take me probably an hour, depending on the size and scale of the build. What time is it? Okay, I've got 40 minutes. Okay, there's that somewhat done. Move out, Mr. Biggie. Right. Build all that out free. There we go. Now, oh, that's a big ravine, actually. I mean, maybe I can... If that's going to be my farm area over here... Like, oh, I should probably have slept. That is not good. Not good. Skeletons and zombies in my farm. Skeleton swine! Get out of my farm. Yeah, I probably should have lit this up so that nothing could spawn. Yeah, you can definitely tell I haven't played Minecraft in a long time. You know, if this was me back in 21, that would have been the first thing I did. You know, running around with some torches. Oh, got an annoying itch here. Okay, I feel like that looks better now. I should probably flatten this down one more. So that all this is on a single layer. That tree I'm going to leave there for now, just so I can kind of use it as a reference point as to where things are. And also, if you guys are ever building, trees are actually really good at kind of separating areas away from each other. So, like, if you want to have one area which looks like, you know, really lit up and fancy, you know, like a really built up, rich retail area, you know, you can have that, like, really bright everything, and then you can place, like, a good amount of trees, you know, between that area and another area to kind of, like, section the two away from each other, but still have them connected. You know, so you can kind of have like a natural looking tree barrier so that you can't be taken away from the atmosphere of the area. You know, it's not a perfect way to go about setting the atmosphere of an area up, but you know, it's something that I use to make things a bit easier on myself. And also you can kind of force a perspective on things because, like, is that right here? I wouldn't know that that hut exists. It's like that hut is completely obscured by this tree, and that mountain, I wouldn't know that existed either. If like with these trees here, so like I can kind of like go a bit here, thinking like, oh, this is a completely flat area because I do not know that any of this exists because of these trees here. It's like no, it's say I can't. Hang on, if I kind of position myself correctly here, yeah, like here, you wouldn't really be able to know that anything else exists, from this area. It's like you can kind of force a perspective here where it's like this area here is, like really flat, vibrant, and then you can have like another area over there which is like really dull and dead. You kind of have the two areas like close by each other, but like you don't affect the other area. Uh, and also you can use it to like if you have friends that like to build near you, you can kind of use the trees to like naturally like take those things away from your area in a sense. It's like instead of having to look at them from it's like say if your friend builds like a giant mansion and you're trying to build like like a tiny town, you can kind of like place some trees about so that you don't have to see it so much, like so it doesn't take away from the build. I did not realize just how much dirt there actually was here. I thought I would be able to do this within a few minutes. I can't even lie. I heavily underestimated just how much dirt there actually is here. Yeah, I felt like I definitely made the right choice choosing Minecraft as the first stream back. Like these long streams on Minecraft are like more bearable because like there's more to do really on Minecraft than there is on other games. Like if I was to stream 8 hours of Apex Legends, I'd kind of be doing like the same similar things over and over again. Like there's not really too much differential to do, too much difference to do. Sorry. As you like, on Minecraft, I can 1 minute I can be, like building something. The next I can be, like killing a load of mobs. If you really want, you can go onto a server and do some PvP. Like there's a lot of different things you can do in Minecraft. Like, I feel like it was a good idea to kind of do my first stream back on this game. For anyone who's wondering, my schedule for when I'm streaming is on the Discord server. I am not too sure if my old bot that I used to have still works. I don't believe it is, because it used to talk in the chat every now and then. So I don't think it's working anymore, which is a bit frustrating. So I'll have to try and find a different bot to use, which can make life easier for myself. There we go. That's a lot of dirt to cover up this ravine with. I've just got to remember when I'm building later on that I did cover up this area. so that I don't accidentally dig down and then, kill myself. I should probably light this up as well a bit so that I don't have any mobs really get in the way. Because, I don't care about mobs spawning down there. That's perfectly fine. They won't affect me whatsoever. But, if I have mobs spawning at the surface here, that will be very frustrating. Because, I'll be trying to sleep and then hearing, oh, you cannot sleep because there's monsters. Well, at least I'm learning my lesson a bit. I used to always do stuff like this and then forget to light it up. So at some point later on, I'll be like, why can't I sleep? Why can't I hit mobs? And then I would just find an absolute mob, mosh pit of just mobs just sat right below me. If I build this across a bit, I can make it... maybe not so much like that. Maybe if I kind of, smooth it out a bit, instead of making it so sharp. There we go, that looks better. That looks better. Maybe get rid of this one here. Yeah, there we go. As I said, now it looks a bit more natural. That's one thing as well to anyone that wants to learn how to do terraforming. If you're doing a mountainous range, then mountains tend to be very pointy with their, edges and terrain. Whereas if you're doing a little hill or flat area, they tend to be very smooth and round. That's one mistake I definitely make a lot as well. When I'm terraforming, I make things very sharp instead of smooth. Where's my bed gone? So what was I saying? Yeah. If you're going to be terraforming, a very tall mountain, a very tall mountainous region, they tend to be very pointy with their turns and very sharp. They don't like to be rounded. Whereas these little flatlands areas, they tend to be very smooth and round. So this right here, this complete straight line, that that is not how you do terraforming. Whereas this here, where it's very curved, smooth. That fits in with the flatlands. Maybe not quite this flat, because this definitely looks like it's been, urbanized a bit. Instead of natural. It looks like it's been man-made a bit. It all obviously depends on what kind of look you're going for. Ah. Yeah, this is definitely going to be another thing as well, where I'm going to need to remember this is here. Could you imagine? I'm just like, "Duh, duh, 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 duh. Oh, I want to dig down here. Ah! But no, I'm definitely gonna make sure that like with my plans, that some of the places like this, where they've got these caves underneath them, are gonna be like kind of the more polluted areas and stuff like that, because like they're gonna be like obviously like deep caves and mines. Whereas like all the way over there, where they're gonna be houses and stuff like that, that's gonna be like more like less polluted, more dirty and instead of musky. Is that the right word to use there? Oh well. What time is it? Okay, we've got about 25 minutes left, guys, of the stream. So if you haven't done so already, do be sure to like the stream if you are enjoying. Do be sure to subscribe as well if you're enjoying the content. I won't be playing Minecraft too often, as I do get a bit burnt out really on Minecraft if I stream it too often. So I am going to be streaming like, a variety of games. Not too sure what I'm going to be streaming next. Next time I will be live will be Friday. Hang on, let me just quickly pull up my schedule so I can tell you guys clearly. So yeah, it is going to be... if you give me a second. My next stream is going to be Friday on 2 p.m. And it's going to be 2 p.m. till 9 p.m. So I'm probably going to do some Apex Legends for like a little bit. Probably like the first couple of hours I'm going to do Apex. And then to end the stream off, I'm going to do a bit of work again here on Minecraft. So that I've got something to do first that will take my mind away from Minecraft, and then kind of come back to all this later on. So that I don't get burnt out of Minecraft, and you guys can still enjoy watching something that you want to watch. So it's kind of like a win-win. I get to stream things that I enjoy. I get to enjoy streaming games more, and you guys get to watch things that you enjoy more. I do believe that is most of this area terraformed now. Other than this over here, which... Not too sure what I'm going to be doing with that. That's probably just going to get flattened and turned into like a little docking area. Like a little fishing spot. As I have got some ideas as to what I want to do here. For anyone who's watched the Hunger Games before, I'm kind of going for that type of vibe here. So it's going to kind of be like more dark and a bit gloomy in a way, rather than very bright and cheerful. That's the kind of vibe I'm going for. And I'm going to make it like very industrial as well, so that it kind of looks like the workers, they're kind of being forced to work in these dark and kind of miserable areas. Yeah, that is one thing actually that I remember about when I used to stream Minecraft in the past. I remember people used to say to me like, "Oh, I like the fact that you add in some story behind your builds." which is something I've kind of tried to keep. Like, I feel like when you add in a bit of understanding about what type of build you want, like story-wise, it kind of makes you enjoy doing it a lot more. There we go. I feel like that's actually been terraformed really well there. I actually like the look of that really well. It's like, the way I'm terraforming this right now is to kind of try and focus on like availability of land later on when I'm building. Because like obviously I will go through a second phase of terraforming here where like when I start building, I'm gonna need to kind of change the land a bit more to like match the build. But just for now, I'm just setting down the foundations so that I'll make things easier for myself later on. So yeah, this is gonna get flattened out, so I can be pretty confident of getting rid of this. Give me a second, guys. I've got to quickly check my. There we go. I was quickly checking my audio real quick to make sure there was no issues. Yeah, this area here, I'm more than likely going to make it like a little fishing area. Kind of show that people are like, going out on like boats and stuff like that to go fishing. You got some fishermen like stood around here. Gonna have some barrels and stuff. I want this to be a very interesting area. Like different things going on. It doesn't look very. And it doesn't look very the same, if you get what I mean. It all kind of looks different, so you can look at this area and go, "Oh yeah, that's for this," and you don't think to yourself that, "Oh, that looks the exact same as this." Ah, 18 minutes. It's always the last part of stream which takes the longest. To be honest, this stream has actually flew by a bit. Like, it's actually gone by really quickly. A lot quicker than I thought, to be honest. Kind of glad to see that hasn't changed, really. I remember when I used to stream in the past, I'd kind of find myself I was kind of found myself thinking, like, wow, that much time has passed? Feels like I only just started. No, it doesn't feel like it's like minutes away from the end of the stream. And I'm kind of glad that that's the same. Yeah, it kind of shows that I still enjoy it as much as I used to. Which is one thing I'm definitely happy about. Oh, bloody hate spring Gardew. Whenever it gets to springtime, I always get quite itchy. Because I'm allergic to mold, and obviously I've got hay fever as well, which doesn't help. You know, and I can't really win because the more damp it is, you know, during the winter it gets really damp, and then because of that, you know, mold starts growing, and then when it gets towards spring, hay fever season, and then after that it gets towards summer and it's really hot and dry. So because of that, my skin starts cracking up. And then as soon as it gets to autumn, it's actually the best time of the year for me, to be honest, because like, you know, I don't have any pollen. It's just in between winter and summer, so you know, it's not dry. And then winter comes, and then it's back to being damp. So yeah, I can't really win. I'm always constantly living in a state of, oh, this is going to irritate my skin, and then this is going to irritate my skin, which is fun. You know, it's definitely a way to live. Okay, let's make a new diamond shovel. When I get an enchanting table, what was I saying there? Yeah, when I get an enchanting table, I'm going to use these shovels as like a way to get enchants. You know, I'm going to get efficiency 4 on one of them, you know, silk touch on the other, efficiency 4 on the other, combine them. I think in the next stream, what I'm going to focus on is getting myself some villagers so that I can, first of all, get an enchanting area, and then after that, obviously get myself some mending, unbreaking villagers. Main one is going to be mending and unbreaking. After that, I think fortune. Then anything after that is really a bonus. Because everything else I can get really easily. Well, actually, maybe not protection. Protection I can get down a villager as well, because that's definitely a painful one to get. Yeah, protection is definitely a very difficult enchant to get, really. But I wouldn't say difficult, more just frustrating, because like you're constantly fighting the game, really, between getting fire protection, projectile protection, and blast protection. And then the one that you actually want protection. Right, there we go. There's that. Terraformed as well. Well, flattened out. Can't exactly call flattening a mountain terraforming, can you? Well, it's not terraforming in the sense of, like, you're building up the land. It's more terraforming in the sense of you're destroying the land. Right, there we go. If I quickly fly about the place, it should look a lot cleaner. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Like, that area does. Like, if you compare this over here to this area here, which I haven't done yet, like, that looks a lot tidier. I feel like this, though, I'm going to keep this here, because it kind of adds in a natural divide. Like, between this mainland here and my sort of island. Yeah, I kind of want to keep a natural divide really between that area and this. I'm running out of fireworks. I'm going to need to set up that creeper farm next stream as well. So yeah, next time I'm live is gonna be on Friday. Start off the stream at 2 p.m. I'm gonna be playing Apex until about 5 p.m. At which point I will swap onto Minecraft, and then I'll be playing Minecraft until 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. Not too sure which one actually. I can't remember. Either way, first half of the stream on Friday will be Apex Legends, and the fun half of the stream will be Minecraft. Yeah, just kind of adding a bit of variety for myself since it's going to be a longer stream. And also so that I can, stream something that I enjoy playing, and then I can stream something which you guys enjoy watching. So I got a lot of dirt left. So that's definitely going to be a good thing for when I want to start terraforming over there. This area is looking really good now. I feel like most of it you can't even tell where I have terraformed. Like, you wouldn't even know, really. This is definitely going to be the first place I start, like when I do terraform this next area. Right, I do believe that is everything I can really do in today's stream. Because if I start something else, I'm going to have to stop at the end, like stop midway through. And then that'll kind of like disrupts the flow of things. So I am going to end the stream here, guys. I do hope you've all enjoyed my first stream back in a while. I personally have found it quite relaxing, really, to be honest. For a first stream back. It's obviously been a bit quiet, but that's to be expected, It's going to take a little while until I get back to the numbers that I used to have. But, these things are to be expected. Going back to streaming after a while, people are obviously not going to be around, and some people are going to have left. Some people are going to have got a bit bored and moved on. So yeah, I would like to thank all of you that have watched very much. I appreciate your time. And until Friday at 2 p.m. British time, I will see you all next time. Bye.